Something else crossed my mind. Ladies and gentlemen, I talk a lot about love, a heavenly type of love amongst humankind to live on earth. But I seem to neglect this kind of love of just being alive every day amongst one another. You know the kind of love that you get from doing the things that you do. Maybe sometimes it's if you play sports when you're young, you just go into a game, or at a school and there is a game, or you're in theater and you're putting on a play. You know the joy that you get from these kinds of things if you're in the band. Or don't be in a rock and roll band when you're young, but you're doing these kinds of things. Maybe you're in a speech or a theater group somewhere and you're just in a choir, but you're constantly doing something and you're loving it. You're loving it. Or maybe you're just away somewhere in school, going to class, trying to get as much knowledge as you possibly can. Or you're somewhere in some program trying to learn how to do things and enjoying every bit of it. You remember how loving that was. We need to get that kind of love back. I know some of us has grown out of that, but we should never grow out of it because as long as we are alive. But sometimes things happen to take us off pace. We need to get back on pace. Let us get back on pace. Let us consider getting back on pace. You remember your young love and how you was just so excited to be around one another, to talk to one another. I remember when you got the telephones, the first thing you do, you couldn't. I mean, you didn't know what was going on. You just wanted to just be there. Didn't know what to say, but you just listen, just to listen. And it was so magnificent. It was a beautiful thing. Your imagination can take you any place. We need to stay there, never leave a place like that. And when we get have our children grow up, we're still in this life, and this life should be alive, and this is what we've missed. But we can bring it back. We can bring it back by becoming alive in all that we do. I like to see the old people, especially, I guess when you're in money, you can always do things. But when you're out of money, you're very restricted. A lot of times you can't do anything. It used to be you could go to church and assemble yourselves together, put on your pretty dress and your nice suit and your hat, and clean your car up if you got one, go to church, sing, and come on back home. But you need to be able to go to a ballroom and really dance. I mean, those who've never done that before but used to dream of it, and they got caught up in a life that says not today, not ever. But now we can do it. I want to see, don't you want to see, engage ourselves in that kind of loving again? Hold each other, squeeze each other, be romantic again. Need to bring that back into life. This is a true expression of God, romance. We need to glorify, give it more praise. Romance. That is, we know how fantastic it is. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I thought I'd just take a moment to say that we need to really spend more time exhibiting love, real love in all of its fashions, not just making sure everybody got food, clothes, shelter, education, health care, and any access to anything that man make, or that they got a career that they can participate in the process of creating all this stuff and do it in such an abundance that everybody can get some. But now all that other kind of stuff too. Care about one another, love the animals. I mean, and when we are free to be who we are and to enjoy ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be amazed at how we can love snakes, gorillas, and bears. And they would love us too because they would sense something different in us. And they wouldn't feel fear. And we would have no fear for them because, hey, now we are masters of what God has given us. I just thought I'd share that with you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.